TV adwatwe kemenhye.
Ago cheme ganye mene ashi so ani maso na maso ababole kutu ope atwape wono bemi wo se yati wo blow yati na ka wajibu wojim kedi wo enu wonu e konji amle ajo ake gadangbe fomo bingbe ji ni tekela groma fi wono mene so ha oso wa ise ko asomo to mo no ke ba digbe no keje ju tagbe so ha Leebi Ŋulami iji umashi morning star okay we are here to inform and also entertain, coming to you live from the heart of the city niji asafo wachejato street kobe kun omba di manyin ye fe ni nyeke wonyi de kenje ni adote jedede ya liake amotone ofi klalo ni okemi yebie shimwe kengbe strictly politics okay no say okay kusum ni fe mo baba nyegbe no le hu wona kelele ni fe mo emu no e wo kaji o hesen amotone nke kachi o si wa fo e shoba no wa dlo to ngbe wa bo mi she ya kenye sadi baba o jino ni te no wo won ba shra kaji wo ba wacha oni fe mo.
Children have a very high nutritional demand in relation to their size, and vitamins play an important role in maintaining healthy growth. That is why we at Base Pharmacy Company Limited have introduced Base Vite Kid Drops, a multivitamin drop with 7 essential vitamins including vitamin A, D, B1, B2, B6, and vitamin C to aid your child's healthy growth. Base Vite Kid multivitamin drops have been specially formulated to help meet your child's nutritional requirements, helping them to get back to playtime faster. With Base Vite Kid drops from Base Pharmacy Company Limited. For further inquiries of bulk purchase, call Base Pharmacy Company Limited on 0302 672 317 or 0247 287 853.
This advert is FDA approved.
I go by the name Leebi. I work at Sunset Beach, and I assure you, if you come to Sunset Beach, you won't regret coming here. You can come here and have fun with your family, give you food and affordable services. We now have cleaning, bonnet, net, and please, it's free for ladies on every Friday.
I'm a sales girl here. We have samosa, we have burger, we have pizza, we have a lot of it. And when you go inside, our photo is very clean and serene.
Sunset Beach, we are the best. Expect more. Bye-bye.
Grade Aim Academy is all you need. With our neat, spacious, and serene learning environment, we make sure your child is as good as gold. We also engage in lots of extracurricular activities such as excursion, career day celebrations, games, and so much more. Our canteen also serves the best nutritional meals with your kids well attended to. And we are ready to enroll your ward from nursery, kindergarten, primary to JHS 1. Admission is currently ongoing. Locate Grade Aim Academy on the Atamills I Street behind Enterprise Insurance or call us on 0542 426 803. Grade Aim Academy. We say passion.
okay, no phenomenal Chinamo, I was about Ankuri. She many of us who are okay. Salamu alaikum to all our brothers, Muslim brothers and sisters. One danu church yake, Druma Fu or no, when I say, Geriawa, Mungo de Allah, like I walk over here, Benwaya. Can claim I'm a choir watch any G, Gon Tiajo, and to buy, nobody money. My friend Buffett away. Any female and the Kajaman said, Buffet, okay. What working and one woman share. It's a Mr. David Clotty. Oh, he'll say, I cannot baby now. Can you do it? I can't. You only go and be a she. Can't clear what that many can if you money. Which I'm Madame or say. Name you a few she. Can clear the heartbeat homeopathic clinic. Okay, I'm going to Helios Care Center. I'm home with Fataico. Great Aim Academy. I get passion and excellence. I'm going to Sunset Beach. Jemelaway and Miyoko. Okay, Leebi Ŋulami ni femo bane gbeno. Okay, agbene na gbeno kla Base Pharmacy Company Limited. Ni base vet kits drop. Na get you for nke ko na ko e. Iba wa de nche. Ngene afiso wa ismo mari insane. Ncho majale ni bla mi ncho yake BFA. Ni bi baba ohun ye ni aba fi nyo yake Leebi na keji do ma fi wo fun wono. Ncho le han bo hiwale. Ewo bo hiwale. Ni ne ken hiwale ne. Okwa fi ni bi short we. EBP, ye mwene bineni. She done what my one here. If you are no fame momle, nun charge uti. We will live in a be Kenji if you believe foundation. Shamli. I mean how quotation couldn't live in a what from or naji. Daniji Anna. No, he will if you believe prayer ministry, I mean who I'm a fata I couldn't okay, living la mini fame or banning. Bana me said the energy. I kind the blue. Yeah, I'm a someone near me. Okay. No, when be quotation, I look at Bible verse. Ni I'm a cock a good news. Can how money G or what can it Luke 19? Like a producer of our bonnie in her. Like Luke 19 again. Jesus went on into Jericho and was passing through. There was a chief tax collector there named Zacchaeus, who was rich. He was trying to see who Jesus was, but he was a little man and could not see Jesus because of the crowd. When Jesus came to that place, he looked up and said to Zacchaeus, "Hurry down, Zacchaeus, because I must stay in your house today." For he ran ahead of the crowd and climbed a sycamore tree to see Jesus, who was coming to pass that way. 6. Zacchaeus hurried down and welcomed him with great joy. All the people who saw it started grumbling. This man has gone as a guest to the home of a sinner. Kani money bohun oba now you want to yake teacher Elijah jimoni inha woneke we money no bohun keji obotuye me gengmene keji ona beef kukuo kupe chi obenken male koni o kani keje Luke 19 ken pleki bohun neke dromoni ki aluma ke jomoni yo neke kani money mle bohun oni ba she no ke ya hie keji dromoni ki ku no ta oni akpobo lo ma ke dromoni ki eba shi ole boni emichi mo yo ha Boni pote ni yo ha chiobenke teacher Elijah niji if you believe prayer ministry shikomi ko bana mesegbe amasama niji ai kind of blow ni am lo ba nyo WhatsApp am 0555 094908 0555 094908 lo ba nyo twa me niji 0246 801 299 0246 801 299 ojugba de nche any was machima benkenche niji Mr. Frank Nutifafa na kan men kele bayi bi nya ni bi baba hotel shotini yo minji I read niji budget review o ba kwendo ya ke minority bi ke amesumo na ba yin shi ni ibaya no mo ameshi kete presidency ni ama petition ke ko election violence ni te na break my lot ke kukumo ba botem ayaye fe the one ashram why you chobenke niji Facebook one wake much TV ke like no share the one like ko won be say from me abo good morning
good morning
me age weekend theology ba
Mbeshka book a weekend.
Skababa. Skababa.
No, the meter no you are Skababa.
Skababa.
Or near Wallah, so a weekend to you, but no go to one. But you know, we can wait till you buy. Yeah, could you cry? She one like every Friday, same baby. Was in your time on Friday, the mama. In your menu, Ayala. Blow na me if I no if I finish studio if I show me like I cannot debate him can it be in I like me more 3 times 8 defeat could be done then 8 defeat me would die ayala be ko mi lebi me no ko baba me na ho ba ayala ke be nyeka juafo e bi nyeka juafo 1000 vana amole manga feel my greetings to my political godfather Dr. Tanku Rashid, the CEO of GFEC. The next greetings goes to Rebecca Na Toshitotu of GFEC. She's the manager in charge of human resource. Abonaminga Fatarameji, Mrs. Benis Notifafa, Naumingale. Abonaminga Ablokuma South Constituency Communication Officer, Mrs. JB Quincy Kewuli. Okay, the last one goes to Mirenche Enyeminu, Joe Metonunu Jr. Na Ominga Leebi na. Nye mi fi ano yo Ominga bo. Leebi na bote kushi, alo te shomo. Minga le won. O fa no ye ni no ko bibi o ko mi to ma yo. Da ni wo je mi to bi na.
Okay.
Mi to ni mafutu le blo fu bona fe wo do pa no. You see, the NDC as a political party, Ghana is dear to our hearts as a political party. No how whenever NDC wins here, we make sure that the national cake is shared for everybody equally. We call national cake because we were power, we were money. Now, a cafe NDC we win money, we win here. We win because, sorry to say, Nanado mess up the system, which was a fact. The fact that Nanado mess up the system, NDC campaign on corruption, to fight corruption, to make sure that those who have stolen from the state are held accountable. So, maybe me before the election say, you are around, you could be personally. You could make I mean vote I mean how one fame many patagana skanye anya kama deal. If NDC think we can win the next elections by improving inflation, by improving our domestic debt or whatever, by making sure that we build more infrastructure, that alone cannot win the elections. What can make the NDC different from the NPP is that we stand for accountability. It was anybody within the previous administration and the current administration who has embezzled public funds, misapplied, misappropriated public funds, the people or the person should be held accountable. If we allow this to go, I can't say no, oh, Ghana be like I forget, and we allow the NPP to go free, trust me, the 2028 election we can win. Knowing you will put this video down, okay? If we don't punish those who have stolen from the state, we don't hold them accountable, we don't make the public know, okay, this will the damage they cause. Like National Cathedral issue name, like I think, okay, oh, I be able to find my way, and they have done this, they have done that, I see, and nobody's held accountable. What are you going to tell the electorate in 2028? You know, I can't. Vote for me, I'll fight corruption. Which corruption are you going to fight? No, we need to be very careful. If you vote for me again, I'll fight corruption. Who are you going to fight? The people who have stolen from the state are working free. Those who manage boards, ECG board, Afenoma Kisme, now make cause serious financial problems within the sector. They are working freely, making noise. Oceane, they are making noise. I'm a UAP. If you don't prosecute them today, 2028, can you go and mention their names again? Because you were given 4 years to do that. I am telling the NDC and its leadership. How can I sit here and say things that will make the party? When it is A, I'll say it as it is. Not a year, my way. Me, that is my style. If we sit here and we think, okay, everything is okay, I'm telling the leadership of the NDC, if we don't make sure those who stole from the state are held accountable, the 2028 election, the NPP will tell us, we claim they were corrupt. Who has been arrested? Who has been prosecuted and jailed? They will tell us. How am I going to defend the party? Because I know those who were corrupt. What can you report about BFA? What your discussion report? If the people are working freely, no fear and no nowhere. Next time when it's close to election, what do you expect me to come and sit here and say? I can't say anything.
Since the several no try get oral bejano toni kan ni akentunya isen glash chon a delay.
You see Makebodoku. Our court system, our court structure, it is very cumbersome. Allo bureaucratic nature of it is so high. Don't me talk about you, no go tomorrow. What a process is far. But you be what feel like how that back come on the NIB issue there. Affair Papaji prosecution issue. Ona we made the promise we'll fast track most of these cases. And what if that we need to set up tribunals? What's that minimum more? You want what pay fast? You want what speed up prosecution?
Mr. Frank, no more jurisdiction here. I set up a fast track court.
The Attorney General.
Okay.
Is Attorney General. Now you see, Makebodoku, may be a court similarly. May be a court. Allo may be a court. More NSS issue there. They are saying they want to go for plea bargaining. They will pay the money. The government should not adhere to this useless decision.
Ni government.
No, it's in the law. Plea bargaining is part of our laws here. If it are equal, she don't mean if you allow that to happen, they will go and stand on the platform and say, "Okay, you know, it doesn't matter. Don't you? TV, I don't know more than TV. So take them to court. Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? Somebody has come to steal my TV. I've seen the person. I've collected my television from the person. They also go home. The person will go and stand somewhere and say, "Okay, well, I need you to know." What to make the person be known? Okay, you take the person to court. I prosecute them. Evidence track I have to phone. I don't have to TV. I don't be married. So if we sit and we don't do anything, because a time will come, Ayala and Co come and sit here. They will defend their party. Okay, they were not corrupt. What can I say? What is the evidence to show? Okay, yes, they were corrupt. In fact, they were corrupt. Then they are corrupt. But what must be done if you don't do it now? When are we going to do it? You wait till 2028. Why can't they accord? They will come and tell you, okay, because you are going into an election, we are trying to make them look bad, which is not the case. What are you waiting for? Oh,
okay.
Then, let me over there. Then number two. Oh, time. Number two. Me read the Ghana way. You see, if the NDC think like an NPP, they mean well for the NDC. It's a lie. Come on, me. I'm not going to sit here and say my president is Muhammad War. If Muhammad does something wrong here, I won't say it. I'll say it. I repeat, if the NDC thinks, okay, the NPP means well for us as a political party in government, it's a lie. Me no come on. Recently, I read okay, I'm like my not issue. I'm menu. For what? For what? I read them for what? What have they done? Are they killed? I'm asking you. Those who killed are working freely. They are the NPP. How I come say them go? They are working freely. The one who want to defend another person from being killed by how Akumsin has been arrested. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? I'm asking you. No, over the naturally. But you tell about discuss naturally. I'm asking you. Ni akejebe onani agbeboko. Atatu. Akakakla for bokolo. Bokopla. How Akumsin rather was using pepper spray. Why do you arrest the person who went there without any weapon? And the one with weapon, no shield in the ear. Anything, are we going crazy? What is wrong with us? I don't understand.
No, but I'm
the point is that there are evidence to show how Akumsin, Echatu, Kedibi, Egbemoko, there are more evidence like a 2020 election said people were killed. If I'm lying, tell me. What are we doing? What are we waiting for? I'm here, like I'm here. And then NDCB money about protect me. I can't feel no kuni. Tomorrow only happy here. 30 months after the NDCB can I will not allow to much here. Nimo ko money per spray. Oh, more many more protect me. Oh, more me. Are we going? What is wrong with the NDC? I don't understand. See, my inch of body. Now listen to this. Listen to this. Any police officer sent to Akwetia by election without a weapon is at risk. Oko boy.
I think Monday, Jewish.
Former MP, I make school. Me after school. A came of family by Akwetia by election say police to know here too. No, the boss and IGP, are you listening to what Okobo has said? So, if predetermined, can make the German do cause violence. I'm a no a German. Our police know about the Yemo to call here to a war here to Alimali. That's the impression he has created. IGP, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Release the NDC guy, release them. Because none of you know, if you don't take care, the NDC, come on, yesterday, they went to petition the presidency.
You cook.
Charlie.
Could you okay?
Only minimal president. Can be President Mahama. All I remember. Sulaiman Najia Tunabea. No, don't that you are being that you see this. Oh, you see when I talk, people say okay. Over the Bible sani. Can go apa? Ni le ko mo na chale tu le go. Every big bele. Will you be happy?
No, let me sick for.
Menene, do they have the right to go and petition somebody with regards to what happened at Ablekman North? What happened at Ablekman North? Boko Jimoko. These people allow their macho guys to kill male people. Nothing happened. Even my own macho guys were caught as armed robbers here easily gone with MPP card. Can it be? Now show the seat of government. And then this will have the audacity to go to the presidency to petition the president. I can see Ablekman not only happy there. Hey, what is happening to the NDC? I don't know about power. I told you, Fanny, what I don't get it. Now listen to me. Then another prayer. How warning? If you don't do this, Mr. Dogbe will be most able to way. Hey, can you go to the seat of government and present a petition? I'm asking you. I don't understand what is happening to my party. Come on, listen to this one. Naturally, under your government, people were killed. Oh, no, look, I asked what happened there? Because it benefited you people. You didn't talk. This by-election, what happened? Nothing happened. Not how Kumsi was interviewed, and they learned and the NDC are here. And that they shouldn't dare try. Niboha Kumsi do by Jimmy. Just listen to what the one was saying. Instead of condemning how Kumsi and how Kumsi and Kasasa, they are rather fighting the one who was trying to prevent any further nine. Now listen to this one too. I can't be more. Now address this man when I see address Ablekman North violence to avoid future election bloodshed in Simfojo. We or a pastor we. When people were killed, maimed, where was 18 for you? When I didn't call you down, MPP, I'm a best suban. I'm a near, it's okay. Everybody, it's okay. Provided it will benefit them, there's nothing wrong. Cabo, I think we have been war. Hey, what you want? Open one again. Hey, I'm not sure they war. That is their lifestyle. Okay, Ablekman not by election, any resolve. Many happy Ablekman. No, that's not question. What happened there?
She said, Frank, a dog kaji apply mukwe mukwe, but giddy good no ni or family it's against the law. No, you are ye jeng befang be I'm not lawyer Benny a mom, I don't make
over I'm not lawyer, Papa, I'm not lawyer to a gun and I'm a biom.
Papa, my boy.
Thank you. There were many baby, not try to can be here. I'm not lawyer.
I'm not lawyer. She come over channel bet what
listen to me. The what do you call it? Jajemo. It should not happen under NDC. I'm telling you, because I make big word ba in kaka NDC you add big. I've not said so, but bono ye boko awi. Nika boko power. Eye ko awi. Come to show ye yawi. Meanwhile, bono no fear, man. You didn't take any action. That's my worry.
She said, Frank, what a man may refer electoral violence report
until the report, thank you, until they work on the report. Do you know what they are doing? Let me tell you what they are doing. The NPP is aware Akwetiya by election there. And this will have more people to defend what is wrong. So I may watching. Let me say petition. It can be a share. Then they will take advantage and do their stupid thing. Ona ko boy we ake ko ya German the police no here too no le boss and the mini police in the co elections okay police no here too like me I have feeling I had the police do no me people I had me low why are we doing this to ourselves? Oh Charlie, I don't think NDC why are we doing this? Last but not the least, if the NDC thinks NPP means well, it's a lie. What are the police said they are helping in investigation. What investigation? Must release them. Release them. Release them. Let them be free. Many think how come see. It's only for you one day.
She mean to get from Ben no to get mama refer again report again. Only I can deal from 2020. But that 2024.
No problem. Good thing to do. I refer. I don't want to tell me if black I prevent how I could see negative bar. No report I refer. Now me. I can't move. It's simple as that. You see, when you allow the NPP, they will use you. You are not a student of history owner. From the days of the UGCC, I'm an name commander NPP be there. From 1958, now a bomb through. Because Nkrumah is not on their side. Amen, Nkrumah, it will never work. They will do everything to frustrate Nkrumah. That's what they are. Yes, I'm a star. I'm my machine. Now can they read it? It's a yes, sir. No, to affair presidency doesn't make sense. Go to our I block my number mini no need monarch baby, boy, you no, you were okay. I elections by elections as your ananado. Could even have a man in a year too. Attract to nature. Back. Now, plan me. And be careful, well, it's okay. Charlie's only my phone. Now, are we going to look at second first of Kevin issue alone?
Naka wako Kevin issue, Bonish Kamoya, Kenoni, and no minority who we can call Boni Sane Jajimo. First, Inake akwash sane minority nke amenu ishi no aso mo mi na kan no
mo mi no afi
just telling
go mo mi no afi o le logo me nyawa the president me order me the stupid things I can't tolerate it. No action. Police order me must in small
say from battery mo
dabi but we onumishi
because mano yeli tree na mo get
a leader must be bold sometimes, like Muhammad is bold. A leader sometimes must be radical. No boy.
And a leader must be radical. Ni me come bani they allegedly they've been radical. Okay, but why here mo?
Ole no ku. Ona jela mi wo. No ko ni bu sumo kaka fe nko. No ko ni bu sumo kaka fe nko. Beni nje no fefe small ya hwemo na na nye yate na nye yate o ya ka ma for so ma for you nya ni meke okay ye fine small ya company ke o ye na ka ba so na ze ni bi ko me dollar o ma for me so ya ni ma o ni ami je le no small na ba fi boy let me tell you something ona ka bi tell I fi ko no go abluchi when your leaders are misbehaving, you can tell them, Master, stop fooling, don't be silly. JJ would advise me. Don't be a lazy boy. Is it an insult or an advice? So if you are foolish, don't fool. Hello, don't be silly. It's an advice. But here, Solomon Benu will call it. So I agree. I can't tell a joy war. Because of I issue bench warrants. Ni Agbalekeba she against the court to a judge. It was an Agbalekeba. So be a ni kevitela bagana. In the fact, what is bench warrant? Bench warrant I issue bench warrant back court no bar. Or court by issue can ammunition or Agbalekeba court. Yes, no Aquaba court any waji sana. The bench wa banye poni ke na ka we ba na yami alo yanuba e bench wa je no koni je no koni to commit crime.
Yes, na
ka bench warrant you. Your bench warrant now issue on can tell what is so special about this NPP if you know it. Two, NPP ke the courts because NDC is in power. Ni can tell na show me can tell the Supreme Court is being manipulated by the government. Per NPP's position. Over maybe Ananado 7090. Who was manipulating the courts? In Kobra NPP, they talk before they think. Okay, can tell and make it tell. The NDC government, Alo Muhammad, is influencing the court system. And Ananado 7090, who was influencing the court system? Per your own logic, who was influencing the court system? So that position taken by the NPP doesn't make any sense. So I put that one aside. Two, I can't evite leje. The job me boo me job me. Ofane. Okatachi free family feel na a useless corner. Me feel there. They me job. The NPP has not seen anything wrong with that one. See NPP. See what I follow. You see, these people call NPP. Call Jam say, okay, I know every day, but where tree. In case, Okatachi free fa. Ne okona mi ni feel. E male. Je pay. E male ma e fite ma gbe. Ne je le bi shale gbeke. O fa ne NPP na konoko wrong with what Okatachi free fa is doing. What he's doing and what Kevitela is doing. One, there's a difference. The similarity, I'm a fair life of podcast. I'm a podcast broadcasting. I know I'm a fear. Two, the difference is that Kevin Taylor's owner, he comes out with credible evidence and fact that you cannot even fight. Again, over the I'm a Kevin Taylor and Jay. Pay their position. Now, or Yasantini. I'm going to go back and Yasantini. See, if I say, Asantini, when I walk, I say, now I follow me, Jimmy. When I wear penny, what shall not be a yes in a Usha. What can you tell you doing? Sound like he's worried about what is happening in the kingdom. Two, that Santini must take bold step to punish people who are doing certain things which are not good, and not bringing or tarnishing the image of the Santini because he's a revered king. So Kevitela is sounding a warning so that Santini will do A, B, C, D. Is that an insult? Put that one aside. Let's even assume it's an insult. Let's assume it's an insult. Amekeo Eje, what do you call it? Ochihini. Eje Ochihini. Agreed. Ochihini ke mo friend ba criticize na nadwe or krasiniba. What is it?
An insult.
So Ochihini can insult me because I criticize Nanadu that my father and my mom are villagers. But me, I can't criticize or insult him. Where are we living? Oh no, see some of the things when you look at it. Onakashi, Tafrache, Kevin Taylor has not nothing. Ochini can call people village like in Krasi for ma. No, well, Ebeka Kluapo, Miya City, the capital of the country. Yeah, man, yo. Can me criticize Nanadu, show me Kosedubi. She like Kevin Taylor, Jelle, Miefu, Akajel. Kevin Taylor, we face low. Kebaba Mamebu. Now, again, Abronye. Dane je Mahama every day Mahama je Mahama je Canada Japan je Mahama Canada Japan je mene no je Japan. So when Kevin Taylor insult people, what Abronye and Canada Japan Co are doing to JN, is that a praise or an insult? Why is the NPP not talking about that one? So you see, NPP has nothing to say. I don't call you that. I can't Italian call you. Make a radio station, but every video about it. I'm about to go back. Kevin Taylor no need fear here. But what they are saying is not good. Abronye, let me show ne jet. Yeah, Abronye the Mahama Papa Julon, she aju no go again. Yeah, no let be okay. Yeah, the Jack Mahama small, you see, Mama jolly man go can be. No let the money. They are okay. But Kevin Taylor general do America. You see, the NPP. Last I was there are things that the NPP has done. They've said and they are still saying. If you compare them to what Kevin Taylor said, for the NPP they will say all this without evidence. If the man is Kevin Taylor, you're too good. I watch Ebia. Now he for sure you're too good. And for sorry to say. And quite like I shall go there, I shall go. And calling it was in the capital FA. They be so worried. Just a bench warrant to me. I tell bench warrant, there was set bench warrant that side. LBG no more. Where my name? I got 2 weeks. And 2. Shall I make any be? Double. NPP no. I will look at Tabuchi. Because I like the law deal with him. I will look at Tabuchi. With other guys. No, it's okay for them. Now, in conclusion, Kevin Taylor will remain Kevin Taylor. He'll bring the fact. Do you think if what Kevin Taylor is doing, there's no sense in what he's doing, people will follow him? He brings fact that you cannot deny. Come on, Alistair no go gold issue now. If gold trade, then another issue ban. Then another care. He's giving Al Jazeera 3 days to retract their publication. Al Jazeera can another small. Can I have another vehicle? It means that what Kevin Taylor brought was a credible fact that you cannot deny. Me can man, your president gold, a low gold in home. It can me go to me do man a low gold at home. I can start handling. Me can book to Kevin Taylor in your revealing nature war. They can only government if you're wrong in she Juloni Juma. Okay, only Kevin Taylor fear him. She is jail. You know, Maham if you could look at no jail and way. Okay, Papa Juloni. No alleged money. Now, Oko boy. Oko Taucho, Secretary Joe organize a national Nukunuko NPP. Cat o small. Over Oko boy, call small. Yakutia. But don't do it. Hey, boy. You see, they will talk. They will say all these things. They will not go. Oko boy call small. Yakutia. Nana kana Oko boy. Ni Oko will be here to ni alu yajeme. Ono Oko boy mi pa bofa ike. Oko boy ya Akutia by election say. Nyemo okay ka police nukumba. They here to ele den chesanemi. Oko boy pa bofa boy ya je ni bo here to no ke ma na here to. Oba jofo ya. Can you your me ya?
Ni is the front.
They talk. I mean, you okay? Very near to no. Ni mo choke ni na fe hi. Talk to shock. I go tell one man what I think. Can you learn about any? Why? What will be about Jimmy? Who about you took it? Look at this. But no care anything black man. Then you are fueling violence ahead of the by-elections in Akutia. Where do you stand? What's your position? Because I can be a problem. A problem is far. A problem is far. Oh, Kevin Taylor, more vin, it can high 1 month. I think which to Monday I she do next week Monday. More vim. Kevin, we are behind you. Do the right thing as you've been doing. Even there's one thing I like about Kevin Taylor. Come on. Kevin Taylor has been on radio, on TV, to attack JN, to attack NBC leadership. He has done this even Sam George, a blast line. So this is a man who is not one-sided. Although I don't know one machine, he's not one-sided. So he's doing what he has to do to make sure Ghana become a better place because he's a Ghanaian. The one that Kevin Taylor will be a new food that Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor, I don't know if you're to us why. You're what be a man for brainy. A man for say, I buy 2 abase, you're better improving the life conditions of people. In so go 2 abasa or 2 abaka send me party and put to be a man or 2. You've made it possible for people to reason that we vote for development and not on party lines. So Kevin, please continue your good work. Some of us always watch you. Can't quite age on me. Hey, Last Silence TV. Can't quite age on me.
She's the one. Only standing in a banner when you mean Vicente Safwala who go for Shanke. As to Kajal and Kajag, like a Kajil week and Weba, this Akamina, I mean, I'm not enough fun. Lay at the Langma fan. Will you bar? Mokube, le petition say Kumeji. Now. Tokonu Jena a suspend le hu ike ini net ya
get Tokonu here ne ke shani chobi ke tell me na wa ko me. If the court make a determination today on yours, they take court all determination ne ba fe we me. But Tokonu here when all these things are done then they can come back to yours. So the court process can yo onyo teshini ekula ke case ba mo ke international arbitration. You wait for the response there. Very tell my judge, but no back on happy. Very back where no happy uselessly. Hello, Mali. Lawyer and the best and lady. 2. You see, a complaint. A woman, the MVP solo army. I know of that to okay, man, they were blacks. They behave like they are different from us. Where be like a LGBTQ plus bill, anti-LGBTQ plus bill at my parliament. As if I'm back, when he was in parliament. What did he do? I speed up process fast now pass bill. It was okay because a government there was not in support of the bill. He was cool. He was okay. When you see, they don't have principle. NPP don't have principle. I'm telling you, they don't have principle. When I get that is a lifestyle. The NDC as a political party has a principle. Probity, accountability. Come on. NDC believe that the national cake must be shared equally for everybody. The NDC believe that whether you are in government or not in government, you are a Ghanaian and you have rights and responsibilities. And your right must be respected and protected. That is the belief of the NDC. The NDC believe that actually the poor must be catered and cared for. So we task the rich more to cater or provide services for the poor. That is the position of the NDC. For the MPP, is to make money. All the resources of the state is for them when they're in power. So if you are a voter and you follow this political party, I don't understand your logic. Fine. So me, I don't want to talk much about these people.
Ojuba, Leebi Ŋulami oje chere mo mle sanu nyokwe we sani gbalo no kenya yin wakwe wokwe wo mo massage krokume. Ese Frank dan wo baba budget review no. What defense minister throughout last week and this week accountability series ko te no. Ni annually ake ni bi baba wo ba ya no ke ha veterans energy military no pa ni be ameba pension ke krokume. Ekweko ni asafwa Niji hospital, Afari hospital, Akwena Makenko. She updates ne can call recruitment ni bayano, can be now Kata 2028, Niji 12,000 personnel na by Hike military, can cook me. And one will come conscience weapons come, ammunitions come, ilaji, Kaje Ghana forces na Suswaka transferred to national security. It is why can no pay, Asuma J no pay, Eco Crocula home for time. Ni Nekani ne bane, Is a frank. This I got mommy out there as a country. Because what a GM by we from February. If I week a corner can be 6 months down the line, and I could not go feel.
You see, some of this is what I try to talk on them. Uchiba. Come on. Two Jimmy and be prior administration in here can be 2G. That means you two come call now like a local guns. So you weaponize the youth to defend you or to protect you during elections. You think you'll bring the guns back? Don't bring them back. There's somebody who is Amory and Mukwajan de Tajamani. Tuni by out, he record the Konofiano. And more. Let's 22 GNT. Can you 22 GNT? I generally for life because legit, Lenos, I need to 20 okay, to Ajeko, I don't to Laje, Namuju. I don't get it. Midi money get 2 Ajeko sign. Market 2 by my record fair. 2 J Laje, Namabi, Frank Nintabia, Umash TV, Namabi. Your money Tajamani, I need to acquire on the 2 Laje, Abile. Whether in the previous administration or current administration, they should be held accountable. Again, okay, I get 2 Kwe Bama. I'm importunate airport, Okao, and Ananadu. I get to go now, I'm going to get 2 Yemba. Now, I go to now import Bahakwa arguments the service CMP2 Kume, the K, Boka, and 2 Yembo. Ogaga Lolly Janoff, like I'm Lolly, she 2 G so earlier. Number 20. It's the politicians who do this. They engage the youth, weaponize them to fight when it's time and they defend them. No, JMK, be an A. So that you can do more. Those things, people will see it like a normal. It's good. The one that may be they are hiding guns. All the previous administration, they don't care giving you guns to protect them. Oh, boss, what? Take. No, they don't realize or think about the implications of what they were doing. Two general, you or me can play black as politicians. No one can have with you. I mean, no, because there's no way guns would leave the armory. Nebaji Umbela. Kept me high, but me entirely high, but I go. Oh, no, I don't need 2 GNT. Oh, I'm a mammy. Me, actually, I'm actually going to 2 her. But now, this one really sunny. Call 22 her, no. I'm deal with you. Yeah, G. You know, I'm forever. Yeah, forever. For life, I'm a dog. Get a famous commitment. Where I can go, I need blue to come. If I love Momo 2 years, foreign guns and I can buy Nico. I jail for life. I can't show many. 2 equity. Culture for life. Near Chom Benjo Mete. Menjo Mete, Chom Benjo Menu. I actually money no put Jenny to my jammy. Also, if you sit idle and we are not being aggressive with this issue, the guys will be with them, they will not bring them out. Well, the government must be aggressive on how to deal with these issues.
Okay. You can hear security agencies with investigations. Kuni no fenwenye yemu. Ejake neke sanine. Duty akashwe kula naka waba onye wabuti sani ewuluemi enye yabalake wache finance minister yaje parliament ni ke media budget review baba atashi fefe mu ne asolita ke kroko mefe shin beno ba na minority wu ame akemi ni ba wo ba ko boni tile aka gbo no wa momi ye bi ehun wo producer wo kwele fi wo ba ko ba wa cha boni isikamo yo le han.
And our good purposes for the common human life be realized in our midst. O God, grant us a vision of our country, fair as it might be, a country of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a country of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a country of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service, and honor shall be given to the deserving. A country of peace, where government shall rest on the will of the people and the love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people, that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of Ghana and Africa. Amen. The minister is going to tell us about the media review. Then we'll get enough time to handle your matter. Thank you so much.
Speaker, with respect, I will not on any day defy your authority. Speaker, we have a lineup, a number of activities to back home our demands. And to the extent that these violence visited are not atoned, we cannot be part of the presentation of the media budget. And to that extent, Speaker, to that extent, we are exiting the parliament.
Nakai, iwo ojugba be noni wokwe amotone nye boni shitamo tele ha ye parliament demli ni ame oche ati force ni ibaje eni famous lo make ike wi mo papa ma shikamo shitagbeja mo to ke ni bi koku me fe iba fon ho ke ya hie be akobo na wa fe shi se frank koji okwe posture ni minority bi ame fe ne ke agbene shite na meti Tuna meje aso mini ji no ni send the how constituents bi ni yo neke popa no bi ni yo neke MPs na nshi dani wo to mo sani aga mini ji eni na ne
only logo. The NPP is not a serious political party under a current leadership. They're not a serious political party. Low age, how President Kufuor managed to bring the NPP on board there? Go and ask him, Kufuor. He lined up people with brains. Man, me come yes, I agree. He can win power. I don't get it so. When I be mechanic, Tashipon can be a phone and it won't send me. You know, come on. I can't read media budget. We will be going into what media budget means. The media budget about benefit all constituents. And about how you improve their living conditions there. Forget that me internship, me president, senior petition president, okay. I block my not by election, which nothing happened there. It was all constituents about the when there was parliament there, it was only at the Chima South. I also West Hey Kume. No, I mean the opposition. So there are some people within the constituency, they can reason well. They will see, no, this MP is not a serious MP. Next election, okay. I vote to Abu as their candidate. I vote to Abu. Why lose election? Lose. Two. You see, they live in parliament. It's not new. It happened on that. But the reason why they left parliament there, I fought them again. It doesn't make sense. But I mean, people believe me. For example, Patricia PJ, it like a constituency. But fear money that Abu to Ali. Nija shanti region. But fear women don't me to cause Robert Tuaman. The Pameda, Omet Tuaman. Skedi Oyaheku, ni constituency of German, Amenaka Dabi. We have voted from Neket Bomona and nothing. They are able to change the way they are pattern of voting there. You will not be joining such people. Okay, Minjeku. I don't understand. See, this current MPP, I don't know what's wrong with them. You know, she say, when I met the presidency of my petition, what did they gain from that? Two, not only by improve the living conditions of your people, I know what to improve Ghana. Because where you left Ghana was so bad. You should have been there so that at least you can make some contribution. However, at this stage, they will not partake in the debate, the media budget debate. So at this stage, they will not partake in the debate, media budget debate, they will not partake in it. Oshi Parliament, I read media budget. Oshi Parliament. Okay, I debate media budget. I do debate. Be and why to test majority. Can they go to they should ignore them. They can't even go if they like they should sleep at home, they shouldn't come. When I have a woman me like there's this woman in my area, MPP knew me. They oh Frank, now they're not for ye. You come on then. Let me lomo. Come on then. Ah oh they don't move any masudu. And they say, Ochina say, I read by your master, so coin. Then you go send for doors to do. You can mammy Lepo, sorry to say, they are school pa choy. No, me feel it doesn't make sense. You want to school call and I don't feel like call. So me, then they should continue doing that. I won't say much about this.
You, Nagai. What is our one here? What watch you more kume? What boy you more kume? Boneshi come on your hand. This is just the beginning. What na kuno kukla? Yake bemi neighbor. Yake kechonle no. Mash kadbejiano. No make mash ka. Befangbe. Iba chonumbre ono. Na kayanu wonu ishi. Obo okwa boni vemo ekume yo hand kadbene ko ba wa jaleni. Kike wona ke woke ni fi mo mba na gbejino.
Stable outlook from restricted default on the 17th of June 2025. The IMF program is back on track with the successful conclusion of the fourth review by the IMF Executive Board on the 7th of July 2025, which immediately triggered the disbursement of 367 million United States dollars. Right, Honorable Speaker, beyond the numbers, this is a story of sound leadership, better economic management, and a restoration of hope to a nation once in despair. Let me, on behalf of the President John Mahama, sincerely thank the people of Ghana for their trust, patience, and continued support. We do not take your sacrifice for granted. Mr. Speaker, this government did not come to simply manage the decline. We came to reverse it and reset our country. The gains of these first 6 months are just the beginning. Mr. Speaker, these early successes only encourages us to stay the focus, stay disciplined, and continue to do more for the people of Ghana. There is still a long road ahead, but our steps are now steadier. Our direction clearer, and the national spirit has been lifted with the gradual restoration of hope in our democracy. We have moved from promises to purpose, from ineptitude to action, and from distress to relief. Mr. Speaker, we have established policy credibility and restored credit worthiness. Right, Honorable Speaker, the rest of my presentation will focus on 4 areas: macroeconomic performance for the first 6 months of 2025, the status of Ghana's debt restructuring, and the status of implementation of key government programs. Before I conclude, macroeconomic performance, Mr. Speaker, for January to June 2025. Mr. Speaker, the first half of 2025 has demonstrated our government commitment to economic recovery. Through prudent fiscal management, sound monetary policies, effective structural reforms, and strategic investment, we are laying a solid foundation for sustainable growth and shared prosperity.
Many check with okay, she that you know. Frank, can you video? She can claim this is just the beginning. Okay, this is just the beginning in the first 6 months. Many you know, okay, Ashiani.
Say no more. This is just the beginning. Okay, no for one okay. Maybe he can buy few. Alemani. My government tell you 1 year. Okay, 6 months only. Logo ba eba no for me we na ke ono go papa eba. You have the right to say this is the beginning because for the next 6 months there he's going to consolidate the gains. No need fear ba cha no need future ba. Oh, this is the beginning. Me I agree with my this is the beginning. Ja ke fantemo yo no kwa ke agrobe so a. Fe na pa. Ja go na kwa aye you say you ba apene no. Ona ke je show Can you go in small bone na can you show can you ne what the one you so I use and you go shop with jebu all our ban and can small book make a boy I jebu she a blocky bone she a jebu called chat me hello how are you okay I'll come and visit you today I don't think so when I'm free I'll let you know get text me I'm free call to jebu can you know as well I no I flex the okay what if the man says okay this is just the beginning there and because we've seen the gains chalked and he wants to build on the gains. Well, I agree, okay. This is just the beginning. Yeah. So I agree with him. Can you be 6 months or for any clear picture where the direction of the country is going there? Then if he says okay, this is just the beginning of what? Why not be 2? Look at this as if look where he go. We can criticize him or we can question him. But in Kebu here, inflation they improve. What debt to GDP ratio improve. Maybe PE improve. Alarmingly, taxes come by scrap. Non necessarily scrap because indicate your budget and will come there by scrap. It means okay. Those ones are also scrap there. Import duty say reduce further. This will be better alarmingly. So what he's saying there, he's telling you and I the truth. So this is somebody we can take serious. Okay. This Ona Mahama promised on transparency. Okay, he'll be honest to the voter. Okay, no fear no mahanyeli inke. Now, before I even come back here, but okay, when I thought by the law, when you go for what you call nolly prosequi, okay, no case, submission of no case. Okay, when I do go case go forward for me, the law says that the Attorney General bear answer could be by the public. More like about Chongdoni or Nike. This Attorney General and John Dramani Mahama, he will engage the public next week to tell them why. It means okay, the transparency that the president preached on, allow a campaign on, he's working towards it. It's a good sign, and we need to applaud this government. So, what the finance minister said, I agree with him. Okay, this is just the beginning. Pair what we have seen and what we are seeing there. This is just the beginning. I agree with him.
Okay. Okay, this is just the beginning. More wujin. She afraid this time around a budget reading was too technical because when numbers say so numbers so in your yake to money second go minority be naturally cabo Twitter okay. I think next week national debate. She said Frank economy expanded by 53 in first quarter. One of the technical ways ke kukumeni wo many wo yo say ni wo labor ni the economy expand by 5.3% ke kukum abia ke ningme wo anai allo ningme manifest e chon ke lela ke economy expand by 5.3%.
Over there ma ka injinshi in plan ke ba.
Okay. To put the assessment of the economy in the first half of 2025 in a proper perspective, it will be useful to restate the ambitious yet attainable macroeconomic target we set for ourselves for the year 2025. The Speaker, we set for ourselves an overall real GDP growth of at least 4%. Non-oil.
Very soon, my challenge an idea. Pan, Bubla, all the same. Let's continue. Your mid-year budget, half a year. I feel young market in your media. Mlake, well, no pa ni ko Casanjano. If I back. Ni ekemambie abayu heni wo kokeje heni wo she heni wo haya na agba ni yo gbe no na agba ni wo ba pe mini wa afi ni wo keje na kana agba ejeme bona fi ni ma akashi ni family ajole ewo in that a comprehensive review of government budget track adjustment halfway through the fiscal year no you don't blame me gamie. Now, many were about few mid-year budget. Many the mid like a few. Government ever had a budget to mark and make a while. She a sure no conye ba ni a toton government bena. Ekulo plan ku ke haneke ni ba ba. E wo ke fi na kan it affects your projections. Allo it affects your expenditure. O revenue projection to ake shika de ke ni mana ke je gold cocoa de ke mana. Ekule na mo mie o na finini. Allo o na finini. Agbere we okay expenditure projected expenditure in keshka ba bia in keshka ba bia in keshka ba bia. E ba nye balake shika no ko ba bia o nyo kete. Shi mo e de ku be no nyo ke ya. E wona ka media budget e ba ba ni e adjust. O keshka ba no o adjust. Any short force yo keshka wo jeme. E ku le tema fineke shika enkwe heni mo ya ne keshka no nye shejeme. Ndo he wo kenke ne wo mie e ba nye femini. E hani eye emu. O fa bo o na no nicho. E wona go tumo the media budget involve assessing the current state of the economy. Or for example, where economy ni your inflation, debt to GDP, exchange rates, interest rate, the can be nefe it's an government akwa keshi and benone me shaka ba chono. Neke state of the economy and anojubalo employment me nanu chumo won create ni chumo o ha melo. Keji e barake no fia no ya benibo plan from the reading of the first budget there. O baba ke wa ke o lele benin ke o ba ya le etile kan pepe. Keje na ka wa ke benin wo ke won ya le e ya le na ka ja ke ene ke ne ba ni. E wo ke kwa media budget ne nke ne ba wo bi nke ne ba wo bi bona feni no ni etoton ma correct. O ba no ni yo bon mishi. Very good. Again, e wo wa ke wa na chika ke je koko. Up project government project like about $900 million. I'm just giving a figure. But in the course of the year, that $900 million has not been realized. It means that there's a shortfall. So government comes in to make sure that the media budget will correct that defect. Because in project national edition be shikaku. In jomo feji koko sector na shikake jeme. In kemaha what do we call it? Ministry of Local Government, Meshkaku, Candidates Assembly say. She because in Naskau Juba Kaja gold sale near war, short for Seba, the media budget will come and correct that one. So media budget is to assess the current state of the economy. So that was what the current Minister of Finance came to tell us. I'll do. To also look at revenue performance, and we explain again. And he was carrying on now a Yojubalo. Shikari wona ka yekule wo manse andike wona na ka shika wo ba wo pay wo andike wona wo pay mbo ana shikari wo ba wo ka femini wo ka pay e wo na ka ni be fe media ba yete ba correct ka ni be ba akwa ka ni be fe. Now we talk about expenditure anyone now only we spend we spend our money and ya here ni quite critical to the success of the economy which will later propel and make the economy strong. And no sky ni wo spend no work ya he ni esa can you work sky na be na esa what you dey pa obi emo no wo fe na the media budget comes to correct all these things. What about me good. All right, now let's move on. Now media budget mini I think I've explained what it came to do alone not like a few. Now let's move on to look at certain areas. All right, what budget na read there it was quite easy and everything mo fia mo like je no could do gbagbe ni mo fia ba nush. Now the budget aim to look at the big push over there Benny GM Power he campaigned on what we call the big push. Okay, there are certain critical areas ni establish car infrastructure for example. If you look at a place like Dodowa, Pram, a very big place, niche small Mamoshojoba. Kedi onye oyama factory agbo. Yejeme, ekule factory that produce like baby diapers can be there. It can create over millions jobs, direct and indirect. So James is looking at budgeting money to push that idea of this big push here. Mean keshka mba. Like a big push any kind of no. Nika can push to create more jobs for the people through infrastructural development. Over about the mission. Just to mention few. Over there. In fact, but match just one or two ones. Rehabilitation of Wenchi Solar Road. When I roads come any farming communities. I roads come who ni ni metro na ba market. Oya. Can you road say here? O baba wa. Only be no do ye farm we ba after. But can you own road papa? Ni only be no do e ko ke ba man no ba ho easy. Sika ba go to come improvement in your life. What between? So DM is looking at certain road construction. But that thing like a road that are constructed, it will allow for easy movement of goods and services. Traffic about fancho, driver free along the about 15. You walk at in a kind, a honey bopo. You know, your investors even want to come to your place to come and invest and open jobs. You will know your job. I don't know which one of them because we're not going to believe back here. Good infrastructure attracts investment. So if the infrastructure is good, it will attract foreign investors who to come into the country and invest. When they invest here, no you can kuchu emi. Why not more family? It will improve your living standards. All right. Now let's look at other areas. So I'm just in check with because of time factor. Now reconstruction of Dodowa Afenya Dowenya Road. Come check Dodowa Afenya Dowenya 3 communities. So this road say a link up. Okay, you or improve. I know you rehabilitate. I know construct a road say. The movement between these 3 communities are quite easy. Those areas are also farming communities. More people are even going there. Some of the areas are turning to residential areas. Easily. Productivity is going to increase. The budget came to look at the big push. I can't read everything. Government big push. But not any nuchuma family. Abamani. Shikabamono. Okutukumi. Thank you. Now, budget will touch on NIB, the National Investment Bank. Now, this is a local bank. I think it was under NIB. I'm not sure, but I think NIB has been there for years. Every country is an owner bank which is strong and which is a local bank. Go to America. JP Morgan. The banks, most of them are local banks. Standard Chartered Bank, Barclays Bank, Hello, ABSA. These banks are banks from UK. The banks, they are local banks. So every economy, local country, is all local banks are very strong. All local banks are strong. You'll be able to compete. Or exchange rate will be very strong. Can you or foreign banks beyond my cash come back? They repatriate the money back to their home country. They were down the money cash man. When NIB was in existence under all the previous administration, they were making profits. And NIB made losses, not profit, losses. In fact, NIB was one of the banks, state institutions that were making losses under Nanadu for a period of almost 4 to 6 years. Today, with this 6 months, NIB has made a profit of over 70 billion. Please, is it not a good thing? It's 70 million, I think over 70 million Ghana cedis. So it means the government of the day need to force there are better things to come. Economy do money UOG. NIB that was making losses today a family gains a lot of profits. So the media budget has come to tell you actually the NIB bank that was collapsed. When a government can make small money from there to cushion certain areas. However, the NIB is not only making profit, but it has created over 800 to 900 direct and indirect jobs. The NIB got Accra in all the regions. But many mutual of it because NIB feels say, many I'm a mutual family if you do bank. What am you about to do? Thank you. Then we come to the next one. You see, government has made progress in certain areas of the economy. Now let us look at our inflation. Inflation rate in 2024 was around 23%. Today it is around 14.70%. Sorry, 13.something%. It means that there has been progress when it comes to even our inflation. So the rate at which goods and services will rise, it will not rise as we see today. It will rise, but not as it used to be. It will not rise rapidly as in the past. And Ghanaians can attest to the fact that be an NDB jala wale a femini a bashi few. Over about me should ba. It was progress made there. Again, he came to also make you and I know in the area of the exchange rate there where we've made a lot of what progress. It was $18,000 in the past. Today you not buy it at $18,000, you buy it at what? $10,000. You have made a save of $8,000. That is also another progress. Okay, our national debt. What pay Koyani? Our national debt. Where the national debt was, higher. Many what reduced our national debt from where it used to be to a different level. At least progress has been made. Now we continue. Now, if you look at our national debt, as a result of the domestic debt exchange program, NPP left the following debts to pay. What I can pay DDEP, domestic debt and exchange program in Ghana. Ni allo pensioners and shikake menipo NPP. Na ke pay. Still a pay ko ataku. Ni twa we pay and shika I get into the future. Now, 2026, the NPP left government to pay a domestic debt exchange program of 20 billion. That's what the government is to pay. Your government back immediate budget there. Like I explained earlier on, these are the amount of money I used to pay I have to pay in 2026, which the NPP left behind. So my revenue target projection, expenditure projection, no go more here. It's an manashka ni money get paid in 2026. 20 billion Ghana cedis. 2027, 30.3 billion Ghana cedis. It's a number of cash car. Then 2028, 50.3 billion. 2027. Then 2028, 45.8 billion. It's a number of cash car. So you ask yourself, what did the NPP came to do as a government? Just your expenditure is high. Expenditure your government must look for money to be able to clear this debt between 2026, 2027, 2028. Some of the levies and ascribe. Government left the COVID levy. It's crab. Now, government can also decide like, inscribe no. And government did not do that. A turn in we had to few. It will scrap most of the levy. By close of year, COVID levy will scrapped because FA a projection. So when he says there are better days ahead, there, he means what he was saying, and I've demonstrated that. Please, I hope you understand me. Let's continue. Now. The minister also said that there's weak financial sector with non-performing loans, despite pumping 30 billion into the financial sector cleanup exercise. Everybody watching me, if you are an MPP, think twice. If you believe in Ghana and you love Ghana, think twice. Again, weak financial sector with high non-performing loans. Now, non-performing loans say, Leebi Pihani, Olo Lokeha, Anyapi, more financial difficulties. But like a business, it try the other factors can accumulate into you not having non-performing loans. Like Olo said, Chuni, like a scam, Miss no pay, we don't pay, me no pay. But like a financials, business say ya business and yale or be piani menya me appear no. They were trying to see there was a weak financial sector, which means that non-performing loans were very high. Now, so government decided, okay, they'll pump 30 billion into the financial sector cleanup exercise. NPP. A sector that owes 9 billion. Why do you pump 30 billion into it? So I can't job. We have the men, I mean. Over the bomb between. I can't bank said I'm a young 9 billion. O must still be much fair for the cake. Quabine condition man is sure fair for. Quabine be for. I can't hear you. The war. So I pay the money you to me. The money in Yako, the young 9 billion. Oh, what happened never to me? I owe 30 billion. Ah, oh, no one knows you're not at 9 billion. How much should be paid? It's not 9 billion. Mm-hmm. To clear every problem that existed, so that you can come back to your normal. Allow you will return back to normalcy. See, the government pumped 30 billion to clean the bank sector that owes 9 billion. Now let me make this point clear. The banking sector, the owe. Banks lend money to governments and individuals. So when they take deposits from the public, they lend those money to the public again or the government. Over what we told you about. Now, when they lend money to you, but they expect you to pay back the money, then they will be able to get money. They become liquid again or solvent. Most of the money borrowed they lend. They credited out there went to government. What should government do to make the banks solvent or to make them have liquid? It is for them to pay back the loans. So the government failed to pay back the loans. So the banks were insolvent. Nana do care about closer. I'm a party put the
she said, Frank, it's an a benokoko. I can bono him. No,
you are see the collapse of the bank was political. Anybody who tells the collapse of those banks it was for prudent management, which was lacking. No, listen to me carefully. Both ways. Do you know that the US bank has cleared his banks? Okay, the bank is okay. Unibank, K bank here no more. Do you collapse the bank? I'm asking you. Now, what we told you about before, UT Bank, Akufia Moabin, Save Agongo, and with other banks. These are guys number of financial muscles. I'm a sure you buy. Save Agongo, Heritage Bank, he has money. I can't say to Agongo a case your court to collapse the bank. So 30 billion are pumped. Save Agongo Bank away. The bank jena ke ebo no mo yi je de yen no mo yen no mo yi akele case bank wo
le no che case
bank wa collapse bank. I'm telling you, Heritage Bank a case bank wo collapse
case court
wa collapse a bank je de yen no. So if I tell you the collapse of these banks were political, you should understand where I'm coming from. Now go to Koblan before. He has been in this banking business not today. I don't think there's anybody in the MPP when it comes to banking and finance, they are knowledgeable than before. Okay, before we issue. According to before, money were lent to the government. Government should pay them, they need pay them. Oh, collapse the bank, doesn't make sense. UT Bank, okay, now do by HKIB. I'm a pay collapse the bank. The way was like, so you people came for money from my bank. And even there's an issue, is that how to treat me? The man came to say it. So all the Pakistan do. Last I was on the station in a program. You can host an issue. In Canada, I like him very well. But see, sometimes, when I was doing politics, he wanted NDC out. So he was trying to support the MPP. What another feeling? They are a Cassini. Let's put it where it is. What we are requiring, these guys are financially strong. The NPP believe that anybody who is financially strong, who is not on our side, then we need to bring the person down. Otherwise, they will fight us. So the decision to collapse these banks were political. Nobody can take it from you. If it is not political, how do you use 30 billion to collapse 9 billion bank?
None of your na pesa neji. Keji akeshike habu. Akefabu no onye ko wu na kanyomo. Bono so ba.
So that was okay. So that was wrong. So the government has left this debt, 30 billion in the banking sector for government to come and pay. So the media budget to come to tell you and I that when it comes to the cleanup banking sector cleanup exercise, we owe 30 billion. It's our family. What you want clear? A came in cable. Ni what family? What you want leave? What we told you about? But that family can you walk about? They can pay 1 cedi, I look 2 cedi. Say, me cable one who shake, neke. Over about we should do. Is it good for a government like the NPP and Ananado to do this to us? Is it good? Now we continue. Okay, they've restored coordination between the Ministry of Finance and then the Bank of Ghana to work towards policy making. What by the financial sector, the Bank of Ghana, Finance Ministry, they work in tandem. A bit more. There's a coordination between them. Very good. Now, because I'm a dealer with Ska, many men are monetary policy, many fiscal policy, but well, they work together. In the past, that link was broken. When you here be not a small few. At this week, it was Bank of Ghana bought almost $60 billion Ghana cedis debt. Finance Ministry, the Ghana, what bought them poto. Need to free our blue. Very soon, I'm going to get it was a caveat there. Another thing that they've been able to do within these 6 months. That coordination between the Bank of Ghana and the Finance Ministry need a break. That link has been brought to that coordination. They are working together. That is why we are seeing most of these successes. They were coming to only. But that penny, they will take measures and policies that will benefit the country and the people. So this is something that is so good. That is so good for all of us. All right. Then again, public debt. I think I've talked about the public debt already. Okay, the debt moved from public debt reduction from 726.7 billion to 613 billion as at June 2025. Which again, what debt technically 726.7 billion. Within 6 months, they were reduced to 613 billion. So there's a progress being made by the government. Because call you no more P. No more. First kind of ana. Ila apolo. Alumani. Can you mark what the money will here are pay go. When you have on bashi few. Alumani. So there's a positive sign or signal from the Ministry of Finance and the current regime. Then again, the establishment of gold board to accumulate foreign exchange to support the stability of the local currency. So a gold board then asset up it will come new bar within 6 months was established what we call the gold board. The gold board there was CDA Nahiwale. It will catch you about continue Beniwo Yale. The gold board actually be to cocoa board 2 years. A time will come, it was CDA, table in your Mania 9, Mania 8, and Benemicabu, Scaba family about Kutukuni. It was a chemical in no papa, no general papa, no papa. I'm a tabian queen. About you, meaning no general papa. They will say this as if God and water flash or bang or back to it. Let's go. Oh, more. You don't need you all. That will be a money, Phoebe. No, Phoebe. What will be 8:30?
After 5 minutes, go off and go to Kamuna, Masmo, Ochiko Kuni Baba. But Paco Crab attaché, budget, now I'm after a debate or be Kuku, no problem, or Abuti, no problem. Obama, okay, or Betty Obamuna, and like a message is way back, Kuni, okay, Obama. Okay, you watch your Facebook, Makaniji, Mr. Bawa Buliku, baby, I'm a Keji, new film Tilojuba, Ayani, and okay. She produced about 1 o'clock from Keji menu, interred with clothing. If you can't control them, confuses them budget. In your Yakaba 20 black. Again, if you can't control them, okay, if you can't control them, confuse them with budget. Faith educate, our law should treat everyone equal, but not to favor some people when they are wrong because of their party. Yeah. Please, do we wish to have a relative like Kelvin Taylor? Ibisan?
Yeah.
Faith educate, good morning.
Yeah, my son.
Okay, ni enagbenone eke funa unche the clothing. Eke weak class makes teacher lazy. No, you get weak class make teacher lazy.
Weak class
Make teacher lazy.
Okay.
She know ya can you do more for no plan about over no good work na mo.
Again, do you wish to have Kenny Taylor as me? I wish to have him as my brother. I wish to have Kenny Taylor as my brother. Now, money be does he also wish to have many big men na plan as he will come. Allo me ba e turn ni le wo enam go to sorry to say many job a brother na be job asabasa le ways one na as a brother lo.
Okay, one na check we. Hello, oje ko o gba ga lo to agajo.
Evaluation to test. No secondary scores.
O fa na yo che. Ya na mo bo tu.
No secondary scores. O fa na ni to ba le padi egbe. Padi ni kaji ni kela pada ni le ni papa ni kama li je ka so le ten.
Ajo le Mr. Frank
Ka so le ten.
Mr. Frank Nuti Fafa. Okay, ina ga wace ina na gba fi o.
Yo mo bien gba shi no ten ka wo. Kela pada ni kena kai o bien MPP ba. No ni ba.
Yo. Ora dojo test. Won na pupa no bi ve. Ke shida fi no ake bu ke wo yi bi o ma. Ese fra ke ina bu clashing. Sanu bada una ko be un
Ke ha gbe ma gbe.
Ko han gbe lo wa fu wa fu.
Ni cheni. Tuesday ya eko. Maybe. Wednesday so ya 80 maybe. Thursday so ya adua. Friday Monday ni time no chami e maba.
Ka han gbe ma pe bo Monday cause ayala ke boye 1 2.
Ika ayala te bi yo.
It was a Frank in a short ni ne lo ma ke wa o na gbe wi mo koko ni.
Ina gbe wi mo pe ni ma wiji. Whether you are an NPP or an NDC, you are Ghanaian. The aim of this, the aim ni mike NPP no alo CP no hiyeji, bo mangana ya hiye. O mangana ni wo town ya hiye. Kaji party A ni ba, ni ham man ya hiye. I don't care. I will support that party because they are man ya hiye. Kaka ke NPP wo ke man ya lo ko papa ya no. Ba condemn just because I want my party to win power. When you do that, the country can never move forward. Like under 8 years of Nanadu.
Okay, she said, "When I check, when I'm going to work, I'm not. Oh, but not you go. You back and no charge you."
I told you David Crosby. Mr. Frank, you get the better than what you have a lot of me. What you have APP. I look like you have ABC. You told you, wow. You like Abu. On technical ni the finance minister agaba what I do glavi the actually difference between cholo and preacher it had the good only na kagbebenyo mikroti had tabi e ku bi obodaka but me time ke print legacy como technical terms e make ba go kaji kwa ke the magic ya the marriage na ka budget no ba grand no na body your budget term you do ba it academy your technical terms e confuse that's all when you tell me to pay the confuse wo fe no touch ni wo le no ya no ke oti gaudi aje ko ti bango $9 ko ti bango $9 cause me ya gaudi aje no ya ka $1 yen in ka ke se boko mo de dollar le wo fe te ba se mo wona but what can you put like money church of finance minister ba here in wa venture ora e dey buy you bro we get your budget only I ya language to language ya language exam e botigan ya ti ya no for me no kwano ni market te to moten so what dey get ba only the ba we no come on ke wo finance minister that's all again what defense minister energy minister ke okujeto abakwa ke United States ya na loko ye jemi invest ka sanya ya sheke ba se mini nne la hu energy minister okay ene la je ine na ka ni je yo onalu alo na ga abune no na ka jibo no ba ya le ye je en this well if you look about but this way that mo fe mo ni yo je ke wu ku ye mi su wole but we ke bu print like this no ni wo me bi e fi o wo kwe Yeah, if you big eat a boy, whatever you big baby, but it's not the Yano, but the Yano. Only other one is over. Courage was the man. What about I catch all the Kevin Taylor? Gaman check. Kevin Taylor, Kevin Taylor, get gaman check. In one, we appreciate it. Kanu manya bravo.
Yeah, into David Clotty. He's more bonny care for more like cuckoo. How Sania now, I still have it. What's the Frank? Step on
Mr. Clotty is an encouraging. The TV that went on there, if the NDC failed to tackle those issues, to affect the party. You actually containers like now you are back. So these are things the NDC party and leadership must fight for. You can't go and stand in front of them and say anything again. You, me. Of course, money 2028 election and banking. Me, what prosecute the case some of these issues. Cathedral can be me. Go to remember, me no money. Oh, that be me people. What are
don't go bury more.
No, this is the time you were on actually. The report and everything shows okay, Ajuma. Punish them. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So that is it. Then community join you, okay? Mind, I know. Forget about your party color. Let's push the country. Ni me fedi and another na you. When I be man fiti. But minority okay. When the clergy, civil society. Ready. And the MPP, only clergy you. I'm going to I'm going cartoons. I go care for Animals Kingdom. I go care use your text message. Be and then I'm a papa. Oh, check clergy never pay me. Oh, check clergy never pay me. They were the clergy themselves. They cut off because in the past they all shut up. I mean, they were me no why be ane. Ka ole no join no. About biting. And me the clergy ko lay. In the past, they failed down 8 years. Me be ane. I don't care whether my pastor. I'll fire.
Okay. Yo, Mr. Franklin Tifafa, at the moment, NDC Greater Accra Communications, my black myself. Here no one no near should be she. Jabote, Mr.
Time for budget.
Keji Waba Mondays. Call her Mahabobe Tuesdays. Kagbene even Thursdays. Koni wani wamo masaje baba because nibi ni ya no ma name ifa this aka wani wana be wo we wo boy be be kra ko o agbe
ska mo ye da because ye ni kase mo mu
o ba de a chefan apejala be le be no fi ole na kan ko mo mi an wo ba she ni wo she Mr. David Cloth no re obi se Frank Mitifafa egwa mi an we eji mi an si asuma ejaje mi mene ona nkle ba ise fefe o ni wo channel lololo wa na ka ke aya lololo aseku bodo ba lo de formo heshiba mobule yemo ona ni bi baba o agbene ke fefe o ngbeji ni tete la
sometimes ke do ka yi ona operate ke wo yo won botu ko ke mo kwa ke mi ne ke kule ma mi ke ni botu later na ke mo mi ke ni asumu an botu nku o ke mo ko ke bu e fly go na you get a certain still ke asumu a mo pa de ko mi mo ni sumo san le you
san na kai ma wo shida pleke ni gonti ajo ni atupa Mr. Mimbodi maniku na ka nu chore ncha mo ni factory no fe mo kadi ye nu wo don wo ke nya ishe akpe obi kokoro